Let your life speak. Now, where have you heard that before? Well, Parker Palmer asked himself that same question at one point, and it wound up as a title of a book that he wrote called Let Your Life Speak. He grew up in a Quaker tradition, and when people were seeking discernment on their vocation or where God wanted them to be, that was one of the Quaker sayings, let your life speak. Notice your own story. And so I want to share a little bit out of this book, and both men and women have found this book very helpful as they've been asking themselves deeper questions in life. And Parker found himself at one point in his early 30s looking up at ceiling tiles and asking himself this question, is the life I'm living the life that wants to live in me? And he had the thought that it was possible for to live a life other than his own. And so he reflected on what might help him, and that's where that little saying came in, let your life speak. So then he began to think about the hero and heroines that were so important to him in his life and in his season, and they were Mahatma Gandhi, Rosa Parks, Dorothy Day, Martin Luther King. And he thought, all right, I'll fashion a life around their values. They were noble, they were good. And so he began to do that and realized all he had done is found a noble way to live a life other than his own. What was he going to do? And so, and it was just his youthful way. Well, as he was searching his own vocation, here's a quote I'd like to just leave you with, because he says, vocation and calling does not come from willfulness. It comes from listening. I must listen to my life and try to understand what it is truly about, quite apart from what I would like for it to be about, or my life will never represent anything real in the world, no matter how earnest my intentions. And I would just say to you, that is really why we really put together the Listen to My Life visual maps, to give people a chance to align their lives around the purposes of God and who they really are. So I hope you'll take a look at those materials. This is Sybil Towner, for one of the co-authors of Listen to My Life, and go to our website and check out those materials at www.onelifemaps.com.